Hello and welcome to what is supposed to be an expert puzzle of unknown origin again. I know that the initial grid looks very easy because you have lots of givens, but we also have to notice this column here, which is entirely empty. And I promise you that this is probably not, no, I can't say I promise that it is probably, can I? I promise you that this is going to be difficult because the other puzzles in this series have all proven quite difficult. As always, there is something to start with, even if it doesn't help much. There's a 4, 7 here and a 4, 7 here, and that makes these two squares a 4 and a 7. And therefore, these two 9s block here, making this a 9. So we found our first digit. There's also a 1 and a 2 here, and there's a 1 and a 2 here. So these squares are all blocked from being 1s and 2s. Does that mean anything? No. We just have to take this as at face value. 1s and 2s must go in two of these three squares here. But I see that since a 4 and a 7 must go here, we've got a couple of 4s blocking up here. One of these must be a 4, and therefore for the top row, a 4 must go in one of these squares here. And by the way, the 4, 7 here, 4 now force a 3, 6, and an 8 to go in these squares here. There's a 6 blocking over, so one of these is a 6, and therefore one of these is going to be a 6. But I can't say anything about the 3 and the 8. 4 blocking over, so a 4 must go in one of these three squares. 3 blocking down and up, one of these must be a 3. And we got a couple of 3s blocking, so one of these is a 3. Let's see. No, it's still not helping me. But 5s blocking down and 5 blocking over, making this a 5. And that will help us with the 1-2s, I'm sure, because now we got a couple of 5s blocking over like so, and we got this 5 blocking down. So this is a 5. And remember how we talked about the 1s and the 2s? They block here and they block here. So these two squares must be a 1 and a 2. Surely that is going to be helpful. Because now these two squares must be 1s and 2s as well. And this finds me a 7 for this square. I'll tell you how. A 7 can't go here because they have to be 1s and 2s, and the 7 blocks here. So one of these two squares must be a 7. These two 7s block these two squares from being a 7. And since this square is a 1, 2, and therefore not a 7, this is the only square in this column that can be a 7. Now we know that one of these two squares must be a 7. We also have a 7 in this column. So this square must be a 7 now. So 1, 2 4 must go over here somewhere, and 8 and a 9. Got a 9 blocking down here and a 9 blocking down here. So one of these must be a 9. 1, 2 here. 4 can't go here. So this is a 8 or a 9. This is a 4 or an 8. And this is a 4, 8 or 9. So I can't use that information for much. What about down here? We have 5 givens. 1, 2. We need a 3, 6, 8, and a 9. We know that one of these must be a 6. We have a 9 here. So 3, 6, or 8. That's a bit much. There's a 3 and a 6 here. So this is a 9 or an 8. Now, all amounts to very little, I think. And what about here? We need to find a 1, 3, and a 2. We've got a 1, 2 here. So a 3 will have to go here or here, and therefore here or here. One, 3, and a 2. One. No. Also not helpful. Now looking at this column here, we need to find a 1, 2, 3, 6, and an 8. We got a 1, 2, and a 6 here. So this is a 3 or an 8. Oh, hang on. We got a 1, 2, and a 6 here. So this is a 3 or an 8. We got a 3, 8 pair. Look at that. So a 3, 8 pair here, that in effect gives me 6 gibbons for the column. So now I'm it's a big word, I know, looking to find a 1, 2, and a 6. We know that this is a 1, 2. Hang on. 8, 3, 8, 3, 1, 2, 6. This is a 1, 2. This is a 1, 2 here. So this must be 3, 8, 3, 8. 1, 2, 6. We got a 1, 2 here, so this must be the 6. And now this is a 1, 2. And this also has to be a 1, 2, doesn't it? Yes, because these two are 3 and 8. So 1, 2 here and 1, 2 here, 1, 2 here, probably or definitely not 1, 2 here. But we'll let that rest for a while. Let's see if that gives us any. So this is a 4, 7, and these two now have to be 8 and 3. So we have an 8, 3 here as well. In addition to that 8 and a 3, we need to find a 9 and a 6. So we got a 6 blocking here, and we got a 6 blocking here. So, and we got this 6 blocking. So this is a 6. And by the way, now these two can be 6s and these two can be 6s. But back to the 8, 3, we still need now to find a 9. A 9 can't go here because of this 9. So this is a 9. Well, you look at that. The 9 blocks over, 2 9s blocking down. So we got a 9 possible here, 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 and here. But this 9 and this 9 block these squares, so this is now a 9. Oh, but hang on. We know that these are 1s and 2s, and now we know that these are 8 and 3s, and this is also 8 and a 3. So 8 and 3 here, we still need to find a 9 and a 6 for these two squares, and we have a 6 blocking here. So therefore, this must be a 9 and this must be a 6. This is beautiful. I dare say that this is actually a very nice puzzle so far, because it, like the layers of an onion, it just reveals its secrets very, very slowly, but at a nice tempo. So where were we? We were with an 8-3 here and an 8-3 here, 8-3 here, and 8-3 here, 8-3 here. Lots of 8-3s and 1-2s. They must have been cheap at that today. So 4-7 down here. Let's get real. 1, 2, 3, 8. Right? Can we get any closer to that? No, it's a little bit confusing. So let me try something else. A 3 somewhere here and a 4 somewhere here. A 5 somewhere here. No, hang on. 5, no, not somewhere, somewhere. A 5 very simply must go here. And that's actually the first digit that we have completed for this puzzle now. A 3 must go here or here. And we found the 6, and therefore this square must be a 9, because this 9 is blocking these two squares, doesn't it? So this is a 9. And now we have all the 9s. Here we now have a 4 and an 8. Can we get any closer to the next digit? This is a 2, 4, right? Yes, it is. This was a 1, 2. We know that a 4 must go here somewhere. Actually, these 4 squares have to be 1, 2, 3, and a 4. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. We got a 1, 2 here. Can we do something with that? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and a 4 somehow. Does that mean that this is an 8? Can we disambiguate this? I think we can. This is a 1, 4. This is a 1, 2. 4 can't go here. No. This has got to be an 8 somehow. I just wish that I was sure. Let me have a look at this row instead, just while I think about this. We need to find a 1, 3, 8, and a 2. This is a 3, 8. This is a 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 8. Well, an 8 can't go in here, so an 8 obviously must go here, here, or here. I think I have something, but I'm not sure. So just this once, I'm going to put in pencil marks for this for this row here. This is a 1, 2. This is a 3, 8. This is a 2, 4. This is a 1, 4. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4. And this can be a 3 as well. But yes, I got it. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4 going across here. I don't know why that took me so long, but it did. So please bear with me while I simply enter an 8 here. And that takes care of the 8 here and the 3 here. This 3 blocks here, this is a 1, 2, so this is a 3, and this is a 3, and this is an 8 now. These two 8s block like so. This 8 blocks down, so this is an 8 now. We know that one of these is an 8. Now we got this 8 blocking down, so this is an 8. These are 1, 2s, making this a 7, and we had another 7 going on, yes, here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, 2 here. Plenty of 1, 2s. A 3 blocking over, a 3 blocking up, making this a 3. And therefore this is a 1 and a 2. We need a 1, 2, and a 6 for these squares here. There's a 6 blocking over, there's another 6 blocking over, this is therefore a 6, and therefore this is a 6. This is now a 1, 2, and this is a 1, 2. Oh well. But we remember that one of these had to be a 4, right? And one of these is a 4. Can we still not do anything with the 4s here? No, we can't. What about this column? A 1, 2, and a 4. 1, 2. No. Strange. 1, 2, and a 3, though, for these 3 squares. We got a 3 blocking here and a 3 blocking here. So this is not a 3 either. This is a 3. 1, 2, and 4, unsurprisingly, in these 3 squares, making these an 8, which can't go here, and a 7. And this 8 now finally resolves these 2 squares. This must be the 4 now, and this must be the 8. 1 and a 4 for these squares. 2 and a 4 for these squares. This was now be a 7 because these 2 block, making this a 4. 4 goes up here and 4 blocking over here and 4 blocks up here, making this a 4. This is now a 1, 2. And finally, we got something going with the 1s and 2s. This must be a 2 and this must be a 1, making this a 1 and this a 1 and this a 2 and this a 2. This must be a 1 as well as this, making this a 4 finally. These have to be 2 and 3 now. We've got a 3 in the column, so that this is a 2 and this is a 3. A 2, 2, 2, and this was a 4. 2 squares, 4 squares missing. That should be possible. The only digit missing along here now is a 2. Therefore, this is a 2, and this is a 1, and this is a 1. This was a tough puzzle, and I had to resort to pencil marks for a couple of squares because I was confusing myself. So be it now. It was a nice puzzle, I think, even though at the beginning it looked very easy because there were so many givens. It turned out to be a little bit challenging. I hope you enjoyed it, and I thank you for watching. Please come back for more soon. Bye for now.